A beauty supply store is now investigating after Gypsy Rose Blanchard recently made a purchase there. Both the store, Salon, Centric, and Gypsy have responded to the backlash on TikTok. So here's what's happening. Gypsy went shopping at this store that you have to have a cosmetology license to even be able to purchase from. How do we know that Gypsy shopped at this store? Because she posted a lengthy YouTube video detailing her going shopping, picking out the products, going home, attempting to color her own hair. So from the video that she posted shopping inside the store, viewers were quickly able to point out that this was the store Salon Centric, a store that only licensed professionals are allowed to purchase from. Obviously, this then started spreading on social media, and some hairdressers saw this and were like, what the heck? Why is Gypsy Rose Blanchard allowed to make purchases from a store that only we as licensed professionals are allowed to?
I would just like to know which Salon Centric allowed Gypsy Rose to purchase those professional products. We know she does not have a cosmetology license. You can literally look it up on the Louisiana State Board of Cosmetology records. Does she pretend to be someone else? Does she give them someone else's name? Does she bring someone else's license? Does she make a fake license? There's so many questions here. And not to mention the question to Salon Centric. What the hell? As a stylist, we trust that you're selling to stylists and not the everyday person. I don't know. Salon Centric should be held accountable. And this is making me believe that Gypsy hasn't changed much. She's still conning people.
So after she posted that video, Salon Centric and Gypsy comment. So Salon Centric says, Salon Centric proudly supports licensed beauty pros and the professional beauty industry. Though we are in the initial stages of our investigation, we found recently that a celebrity was able to shop in one of our B2B stores. Please know we are conducting a thorough investigation and will put appropriate measures in place to ensure it does not happen again. Now, Lauren does a video reply to Salon Centric's comment. So we're going to watch her video first, then talk about what Gypsy had to say.
Salon Centric has commented on the Gypsy Rose issue. I just want to say that this does go beyond Gypsy Rose. It just so happens that she's a public figure. She has a large following. She posted a video shopping in a Salon Centric. She purchased these products, and she posted a video that got millions of views and got a whole industry talking about this situation. As hairstylists, we put a lot of time, money, effort into our career. And for our pro stores to allow things like this to happen is just not okay. These chemicals are very harsh. We need proper training in order to use them. They should not be sold to the everyday consumer. And I'm really glad that Salon Centric is investigating this and acting accordingly. So yeah. Let's see where this goes.
So Gypsy leaves a total of 3 comments. This is the first one. She says, I apologize for any issues. I was unaware that I needed a license upon entering the store and was told midway through shopping. And the lady said that she would allow me to complete my purchase this time. Like I said, I was not aware of this requirement upon shopping. This girl named Jamie then replies to Gypsy and says, never taking accountability for what you do. It's always someone else's fault except your own. One person gets life in prison, now someone else will get fired. All because poor little gypshit and her mindset of, quote, I get what I want. You are a sorry excuse for human beings. Another commenter says, 25 years here, and once she was told the rules, she should have left. Clearly, she isn't capable or qualified to use professional products. Salon Centric, if there's ever a time to make an example, let it be now with Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Jamie replies again, even the Google says licensed professionals only. She will know accountability because in her head, she is and will always be a victim. Her PO lets her get away with everything, so she will know right from wrong. Gypsy then replies back to Jamie. She says, you seem to have a biased opinion, not because of this situation, but because of my past. So it's a personal dislike you have. I said my truth. It's unfortunate, but you don't know me and I apologized for the situation. Then she said, I didn't see a sign. I saw a sign that said enter at this door, but I Googled where to buy Redken toner and Salon Centric popped up, so I went without much thought to it. I thought it was no different than Sally's. So just for the record, there is a gigantic sign on the door of this exact Salon Centric that Gypsy shopped at that specifically says only licensed professionals are allowed to shop there. Now, believe it or not, this actually gets even crazier. So Lauren, the hairstylist, does another video reply to one of Gypsy's comments where Gypsy said to someone else, thank you, clapped hand emojis. All mad because I bought some effing hair dye. Bruh, like, you know there are real issues in our country right now, and y'all are mad about some damn hair care products. So here's Lauren's response.
It's a lot more than just damn hair care, Gypsy. Someone is losing their job over this. And yes, if the employee was in the wrong, rightfully so. I get it. Yes, I want Salon Centric to look into this matter and figure out what happened. But as a professional, and as all the other stylists is commenting, we know what it's like to shop at a pro store. We know that when we go to checkout, they ask us what our name is, what our phone number is, what salon we work at. So the question that we have as stylists to Salon Centric, to you, is who did you check out under? Did the employee put you under someone else's name? Did you go in saying you were someone else? Or did the employee check you out under their employee ID? I don't know if they can even do that. I'm not a Salon Centric employee. Those are the questions we're asking. But someone will probably lose their job over this. There could be lawsuits against Salon Centric over this. And Salon Centric can probably lose some of their contracts with professional brands over this. There's consequences.
So then Gypsy says in her comments, I wanted to reply to you, Lauren, but didn't know how. So check out my video that I put under a comment. She didn't ask me for anything. She just checked me out. It was not malicious. ChatGPT, she meant P, even explained it's not my fault she bends the rules, not just for me, but she said she does it all the time for people. So shrug my shoulders emoji. So just wait till y'all see this video she posted. Lauren replies, I totally agree Salon Centric is in the wrong and should be held accountable. I stated that in my first video, second, and this one. There are a lot of questions here, and I'm glad to have answers, assuming they're true. The comment this video is in response to was just shitty, considering there are consequences to those actions, and you just seem to not care and not see the bigger picture from the professional point of view and the employee. So here's the video Gypsy then posted, and she's replying to a comment that says, a real issue in our country is that she's walking around Louisiana. If she was told midway, meaning midway through shopping, then she knew and she should have left. But like everything, she gets away with it, and now someone is probably jobless. That's the comment that Gypsy's about to reply to, okay?
I'm vlogging the whole experience.
This is the beginning. Oh, this doesn't have...
So Gypsy, knowing that other people are concerned that this employee may lose her job, thinks that it's a good idea to go ahead and post a video of her checking out where you can hear this employee's voice, see half of their body, and where this company will obviously be able to pick out who this employee is. Oh, and by the way, she spent $270 at Salon Centric, probably even more because she's not done checking her out. So in this same video, Gypsy then attaches a ChatGPT response where she asks ChatGPT if it was her responsibility and her fault that she bought products from this store when she didn't have a cosmetology license. So ChatGPT, an AI program, told her that she's not in the wrong and then lists all the reasons why, okay? I'm not going to read all of this. If you guys want to, go ahead. I'm going to highlight one part though. That part being this number 4, filming for a vlog. As for filming, just be cautious about posting employees' faces or conversations without permission, especially if you say on camera that they broke store policy. That could get her in trouble and create drama for your video. Blurring her face or skipping identifiable info is respectful and smart, okay? So ChatGPT is basically saying, hey, it's probably not a good idea to post videos of the store employee, blur this out, blur that out, but it's going to be really easy for this store to figure out who this employee is based off of this video Gypsy posted. Now, another part that is just crazy about this whole hair debacle is that Gypsy went to Salon Centric, spent nearly $300 on a crap ton of hair products and supplies, which most of she didn't really need. She just wanted to buy everything. Then does her hair, messes it up, and then eventually has to go to a salon anyway because she messed it up so bad. So I can only imagine she probably spent close to $1,000 just on this entire process of lightening her hair again. She needs to leave her hair alone. I just know that her hair is just fried to hell and back with how often she has colored her hair since she's been out of prison. She just needs to leave it alone and let it be. We have yet another new development. Gypsy has now commented on another TikTok video stating, "Well, I didn't read it then. My mistake. Sorry." Because she's talking about the sign on the outside of Salon Centric that says, "This is for licensed professionals only." So she's saying she didn't see the sign. That is just super ironic considering she has signs taped up all around her house reminding people to do things, but she doesn't see a giant sign outside the door. They reply, "Did you think the giant blue stickers were for decoration?" Gypsy replies, "I said it was a mistake. Damn, y'all act like y'all fucking perfect and shit. Never made a mistake in y'all life with y'all glass houses. Da fuck? Get over it. Y'all up in here mad I bought some hair dye? Like, get a life. Y'all be doing too much." And she's commenting on an account that's called Gypsy's Old Nose. Like, what? No words. But I think that this entire situation just further proves that Gypsy Rose Blanchard does not care about anyone else but herself and her reputation. She doesn't even recognize the issue with this entire situation and that an employee is going to lose her job in the economy that we're living in. She doesn't understand or grasp the concept that this beauty supply store is for hairdressers only and for a reason. Number one, it's to protect their careers. Okay, it's not necessarily fair that the general public can just walk into a beauty store and be able to buy the same products that hairstylists are using at their job. And because they are not licensed professionals, they don't know how each of these chemicals interacts with each other and how to use them properly. There could be a huge liability for this business selling chemicals to people who don't know what they're doing, and if something happens to them, then they could be liable for that. Then like Lauren said, the brands that sell their products through Salon Centric are not going to be happy that this store is just allowing anyone off the street to walk in and buy their products because they are exclusively made for hairstylists, because then these brands could be held liable. And it surely doesn't look good when an inexperienced person is using their products in a video and then damaging their hair. It doesn't look good on the brand that you're using when your result doesn't turn out the way that you expected. And it's not necessarily the brand's fault, but the viewers and the consumers are basically being de-influenced from wanting to try those products. And these are all things that normal large influencers think about, know, and recognize because they're experienced. Gypsy doesn't know all of this. And then she just started throwing out video after video after video on her channel that has continued to get her in trouble. First, it was the family vlogging videos with Aurora's car seat, the items sitting along the edge of her crib. Now we have Salon Centric videos and the issue going on with this. It's just there's always something. And I think a lot of it has to do with Gypsy's inexperience, which is why majority of people think that she shouldn't be on social media right now, because she's making mistake after mistake after mistake, and instead of taking accountability for those mistakes, she's trying to deflect or shove the blame off onto other people because all she cares about is protecting her reputation. And if people aren't seeing that by now, I just don't know what to tell you. She also has no business getting married to Ken Urker anytime soon. She posted that video on her page the other day of her hand with a ring on it, talking about, "I can't stop staring." Well, then naturally the internet thought she was engaged. Hours later, she posts another picture. "I'm not engaged." Okay, well, what did you think people were going to think when that you posted something like that? And the last episode of your show ends with Ken walking into a ring store. Like, it's just common sense that people are going to think that you got engaged. And that's the last thing that she needs to be doing. Her and Ken do not even live together yet, and they have a baby. And I'm someone that is like, you should not marry someone before you actually know who they are as a person, until you've actually lived with them and see how they function in their day-to-day lives. If they're a responsible adult, I don't think you should be getting married. Gypsy just got out of prison and just got out of a divorce, and the last thing that you need to be doing is getting married. And Ken is honestly an idiot if he marries her this soon. Anyways, so let me know what you guys think about this whole situation down below in the comments. I'm sure that it's going to continue over on TikTok. There's the back and forth, the comments, the video replies. So let me know what you guys think. Do me a favor, give this video a thumbs up so it pushes it out into the algorithm. If you enjoyed it, consider subscribing, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.